guys, I'm back with another Greta Van Fleet video. I have a couple of disclaimers before I get started. Disclaimer number one is that it seems like the only time people have to mow their lawns on my street is the exact only time I have to make videos. Number two, this video is about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks overdue, but I cannot make them by the time I get home from my full-time job after work. I need to invest in one of those circular light things. Disclaimer number three, I look like a frizzball. New Jersey has basically been Seattle lately with the amount of rain and humidity it's been getting. And finally, disclaimer number four. If you are here because you do not like Greta Van Fleet, you hate them, you think they suck, and all you do is complain about them on social media 24/7, why are you here? If you are here because you're not a fan of Greta Van Fleet but want to hear some perspectives about why you should be from someone who is a fan of Greta Van Fleet, then welcome. I applaud you for being open-minded. If you're here because you are a Greta Van Fleet fan and you want to hear what I think of their latest song, then double welcome. I applaud you even more for being even more open-minded than the past two. They dropped their song When the Curtain Falls, which is going to be featured on their upcoming record. We do not know when, and we do not know the name yet, but I promise when I have information on it and I'm allowed to share it with people, I will let you know. Now, before I actually get into what I think of the song, I do want to address something that I have addressed in another video, maybe several other videos, I don't know. You may have seen my interview with Josh Kiska from last year before they blew up. You may not. That might be why you're here. It may not. Obviously something that the entire fucking rock world is talking about, so you know what I'm going to talk about. People really need to come up with another reason to dislike Greta Van Fleet other than them sounding like Led Zeppelin. You can't? Oh, yeah, that's because there aren't any. They're talented. If they're being compared to Led Zeppelin, who is perhaps the greatest rock and roll band of all time, they're talented. If they are getting a ton of media coverage and going from the 12 o'clock slot at music festivals to the 4 or 5 o'clock slot at music festivals, they are talented. If they were on the Jimmy Fallon late night show a couple nights ago to perform their new song, they're talented. If my video interview went to over 400,000 views in a couple of months, what do you think? They sound very heavily influenced by other bands as well, like Rush, like Heart, like CCR. The funny part is, the people who actually were around to see Led Zeppelin live in their prime, you can tell by the amount of 54-year-olds commenting on the video interview. It's actually like a humorous thing that's been going on. Those people like Greta Van Fleet. They remind them of their youth and the bands that they went to go see when they were my age. So why does it seem like it's the people who are complaining about them the most are my age? If you don't like Greta Van Fleet, that's your own prerogative. You're missing out on a great band that's going to really blow up. They already have. Now that I got that off my mind, I'm going to talk about their latest song, When the Curtain Falls. But I just wanted to let you know that I acknowledge at the beginning of this song does sound like a Led Zeppelin song. But as soon as the verse comes over and the first couple of words are screamed by Josh, it immediately doesn't anymore. And in this song, he's pretty much screaming throughout the entire thing. I think that there's a lot more lyrical diversity than there are on some of their past songs. It's really catchy, it's really upbeat. There's a really long and very focused guitar solo, which is another thing that I really like about this band, is they're bringing back a lot more of the focus on the instrumentation rather than just the voice. And they're really not using any production at all, which is another reason I really like them, because they're kind of just keeping it strictly all musical and all things that they can recreate on stage, all sounds that they can recreate on stage. My favorite Greta Van Fleet song is still Safari Song. I also really like Edge of Darkness. So this is not my favorite Greta Van Fleet song, but I think it does give us a pretty good idea that this band is sticking to the sound that made them famous. And they don't care what people say, because at the end of the day, they're still getting so much media coverage because of it. They're getting so much attention, they're getting so much praise, and their fan base is going crazy. All their shows are selling out. They're already going all over the world. They opened for Guns N' Roses. I mean, it was a nice little treat to throw at us while we're waiting for the new album, because it has been a while. It's been since about November, I believe, since they put the EP out. So we're finally hearing some new stuff from them. I mean, if you do go and see them live, they have a ton of songs that they don't have out on CDs that they perform. So they put on a great show. They really know how to improvise. They give everybody a solo. So there's just an equal, focus on everybody. I just really hope that they continue with the way they have been. They stay on the same path. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of the song. Let me know what you think of the band, what you want to hear on the new record. I'm all about it. And if you hate me after hearing some of the things I said earlier in this video, I'm sorry, but I don't talk about bands that I don't think deserve attention. There are music publications out there that just cover whoever because they know it's going to get them a lot of views. They know it's going to make their article read a lot. I cover the bands that I think are talented and that I think deserve the attention. I'm with this band. I'm sticking with them. They're cool guys and they're humble. So, yeah. See you guys next time.